The construction in Saudi Arabia is currently flourishing due to increased earned revenues from the oil industry. Mega projects are seen as a driving force for Saudi Arabia's economy. Contractors are finding more business opportunities. However, the rate of failed projects in the country has never been greater. And it has been argued that performance in mega project management has not improved over the last 70 years. One such mega project, the Jeddah Tower, is expected to be the tallest building in the world, knocking Dubai's iconic BURJ Khalifa off its throne. Previously known as the Kingdom Tower, the project is currently on hold for unclear reasons and has not resumed yet. Hello, and welcome back to our channel Future Planet. In today's video, we will discuss Saudi Arabia's failed project, the Jeddah Tower. Before we continue, take a moment to subscribe to our channel Future Planet for more amazing videos just like this one. In 2008, billionaire investor Prince ALWALEED bin TALAL of Saudi Arabia announced his intention to build the world's tallest building, the first skyscraper to reach 3,281 feet. The record-breaking tower was to be the crown jewel of a sprawling urban oasis, Jeddah economic city, with aspirations to become the Dubai of Saudi Arabia. For comparison, One World Trade Center, the tallest building in the US, is 1,776 feet tall, roughly half its planned height. Nearly 15 years later, the ambitious project to construct the world's first kilometer-high building known as the Jeddah Tower remains in limbo. Funding issues, the arrest of its authorities, and a purge in Saudi Arabia in 2017, boardroom shifts, and the COVID-19 pandemic created a perfect storm that ground the project to a halt. And only a third of the tower has been built, and there are currently no plans to restart construction. The structure currently stands forlorn on its site north of Jeddah. The website of the Jeddah Economic Company, created by Prince ALWALEED and the Saudi Bin Laden Group to develop the project, still launches with a splashy rendering of the sky-piercing Jeddah Tower and the words, "It's happening." This high skyscraper's designing architect is Adrian Smith from Adrian Smith and Gordon Gill Architecture. Smith was also the designer of the world's current tallest building, BURJ Khalifa in Dubai, and he is generally known for his soaring towers in the US, South Korea, and China. The biggest similarity between the BURJ Khalifa and the Jeddah Tower is that they both have a Y-shaped plan with 3 exterior walls instead of 4. Through extensive wind tunnel testing, Smith and his engineers figured out that the 3-wall design was more aerodynamic and better able to withstand wind shear at dizzyingly high altitudes. While the BURJ Khalifa tapers in stages as different sections of the tower top out, the design of the Jeddah Tower is one continuously tapering tower that pierces the clouds like a giant needle. The most buzzed about feature of the Jeddah Tower is its open-air observation deck, the highest in the world at 2,187 feet. The observation deck was originally designed as a helipad until the architects were informed that it would be too dangerous to land a helicopter at such heights, with unpredictable desert winds. If built to its original specs, the Jeddah Tower will require 80,000 tons of steel and be serviced by 12 escalators. Moreover, nearly 60 elevators will serve the floors. Some of them will be double-deckers according to KHALID, which is fitting the tower with its elevator system. The elevators will reach speeds of at least 10 meters per second. The bottom third will be reserved for office space, followed by a luxury hotel with the highest of the 167 floors intended as apartments. A massive penthouse apartment will occupy the crown. The idea of this architectural marvel in Jeddah was not enthusiastically received all the way along, as some Saudis contemplated the possibility that it would have a negative financial effect on the kingdom. Well, it's 2022 and the tower is still not done. In fact, it's not even close. As of today, the tower is only about 1/3 of the way to completion and is actually not even being worked on at the moment. Construction was halted in 2018 for unclear reasons and has not resumed. On the 17th of January 2018, CNN ran an article stating that the glittering computer-rendered pictures of the future Jeddah Tower would soon be known as the world's next tallest building rising from the desert. When CNN visited the site at the end of 2017, just before they published their article, it was already 826 feet high and had impressive expansive views of the Desert Kingdom. But sometime that month in January 2018, the tower's construction was halted and has not resumed still. Why? We're not entirely sure. The Kingdom of Saudi Arabia is somewhat secretive about any governmental matters, and the government has a pretty heavy presence in this project. Wikipedia claims that there's a labor dispute, but the sources it lists don't actually say this, and Google doesn't have much information either. However, we don't know for sure, but in 2017, Crown Prince Mohammed bin Salman initiated a purge of the government that snagged several high-profile billionaires in Saudi Arabia. Among this group were the owner of Kingdom Holding Company and the chairman of the Saudi bin Laden Group, a construction conglomerate, Prince ALWALEED bin TALAL. Both of these organizations were, and still are, heavily involved in the construction of the Jeddah Tower. The men were eventually released after paying hundreds of millions of dollars in fines. We obviously can't say for sure if this was the reason they halted construction, but the CEO of Kingdom Holding said that the tower would definitely resume construction. According to CNN, Munib Hamoud, CEO of Jeddah Economic Company, said, "As of 2020, we'll start seeing things. You'll see the tower, you'll see the shopping mall, you'll see many other projects." Well, evidently those promises were not kept. The project actually got off to a rocky start with various delays since construction began in 2013. Construction of the tower began on April 1st, 2013, and it took more than a year just to lay the massive foundation for the structure, which included concrete pilings measuring 10 feet in diameter and longer than a football field. Above-ground construction started in September 2014. The base of the record-setting tower rose slowly and steadily until 2017, when Saudi Arabia was rocked by political crisis. And it looked like all the challenges had been overcome and it was smooth sailing. According to a 2021 update, the most recent available 90% of the roadwork and landscaping of Jeddah Economic City has been completed. But there was no word on the status of the centerpiece mega tower. Till now, there don't seem to be any updates on when the construction of the Jeddah Tower will resume, indeed, if it will at all. It appears that the project has gotten mixed up with the politics of the kingdom. Time will tell what shakes out. But the engineering group behind the tower, Thornton Tomasetti, seems to be confident that the building will be finally realized. Despite the pause in construction, they still confidently proclaim, "Rising out of the desert at an expected construction cost of $2 billion, Jeddah Tower will offer a luxury hotel, serviced apartments and condominiums, as well as prestigious office space." The 5.7 million square foot tower will anchor Kingdom City, a new $20 billion multi-use urban development. However, the Jeddah Tower is still not being actively worked on and may not be finished for another few years. But many believe Saudi Arabia will probably finish the project regardless of what happens, since the age-old rule still applies. When countries have money, they build giant buildings, and Saudi Arabia certainly has money. With that, our video has come to an end here. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel Future Planet and hit the bell icon for more intriguing content. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.